I had hyped that we had a special announcement coming up today, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and I'm gonna let you make it.
No, I want you to make it.
Let's make it together.
Okay.
Do you want me to make it because you don't know the details?
You know me so well. I don't know the dates or how to say the theater right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Is it Christian McCaffrey?
That's a Christian McCaffrey theater. All right, I got it. You want me to go through it all? Hold on, I gotta pull up it all now.
I'll say.
Yeah.
I'm very pleased to announce, ladies and gentlemen, please take it from here, Cal.
On Saturday, July 6th, at the Mahaffey Theater in downtown St. Petersburg, our friend, the very funny Bert Kreischer, will be filming his next Netflix special at the Mahaffey Theater. 2 shows. Tickets go on sale, I think, Monday. I have tickets to give away, which I will do here after we're done talking. And Bert, you are coming here to your home, back to Tampa, back to St. Pete, back to the area. You're going to be the Grand Wizard of the parade, and then you're going to be doing your next Netflix special from here.
Everything but the Grand Wizard part.
It's so much better to say Grand Wizard.
Marshal. Grand Wizard is a clan member.
It's just more fun to say Grand Wizard than it is Grand Marshal.
It's not a clan member. It's the clan leader.
Yeah.
You know, it's so funny. I had to do when I did the homily, I had to make sure that I didn't do any of the material that I was working on because I didn't want anyone to see it in Tampa because I knew I was shooting my special here. I knew I was doing a deal. I'm doing a 2 special deal with Netflix. And they were like, you know, Razzle Dazzle did pretty good. So they were like, hey, can we get another special in like 6 months? Ooh. And I was like, hold on. I was like, that's a really quick turnaround. And they're like, can you do it? And I was like, absolutely. But I mean, that's why I'm working every single night. Every single night I'm doing 4 shows a night. I'm like cramming because I want to make sure it's good. And they were like, where do you want to do it? And I've saved Tampa. It's like when you plan a tour, you always save one city where you want to shoot the special. I did that for Philly. I did that for Cleveland. I did that for Omaha. And this tour, I was like, oh, this time's out perfect. I won't blow any of this material in Amelie, and I'll save it for this special. So I'm so pumped to come home and do the special here.
I'm so excited. I mean, I'm going to tell you, Bert, I'm going to be honest with you. No one's been more honest with you than me. I told you about the first hour. But I'm telling you, that night at Amalie Arena was one of the most fun nights. All the comedians were great. The atmosphere, the big stuffed Bert that was running around, the mascot Bert, the DJ, and all the comedians were funny. You killed it. I mean, I really had a great, like, you know, there's a part of you that's worried about coming to your hometown and giving what people expect, you know, and I think it was above and beyond. And then going afterwards, having like the most Tampa green room afterwards with Wade Boggs and Mike Allstott. I'm like, it was just such a fun night, man. It really was. I'm looking forward to this one.
I can't wait. I literally can't wait. It's I kind of feel bad that I still have to do another special after this because I'm like, this is the special.
Yeah.
Like, because it's Tampa, I'm working so much harder than I've ever worked. Legit, I swear to God, I'm doing spots, and I never did this. I'm doing spots Tuesday, Wednesday at the store, doing 4 spots a night. Last night I did 3 spots at Rogan's Club. I did 4 spots the other night. I did a Call and Stick to Work show. Like, I'm grinding harder than I ever have.
Yeah.
And it's because it's Tampa.
Well, I'm so excited for you. Yeah, because now, you know, there's a certain feeling you have. You coming home, you're doing it for the home. Then you got your family, you got your friends, you want this to be the biggest one.
Bert, I had a cool experience for you. I was in a restaurant bar watching the playoffs last week, and a girl, like 24-year-old hot server girl there, she was telling her friend, she goes, we're going to Gaspy. Bert Kreischer, that really funny comedian that takes his shirt off, he's going to be the Grand Marshal. And I was like, I know him.
It's Wizard.
I didn't say anything, but it was so cool to hear somebody talk about you like that.
Man, that's the greatest in the world. Like, no, I know that, like, I know that you're not supposed to like fame or whatever.
Oh,
I know that that's like not sexy, but I love it. I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
I think it's so awesome that someone would know who you are, or like Or like I love like when my mom goes to Publix and then sometimes they'll go, Kreischer, do you know that comedian? That makes me so happy.
Sure. Hey, if you really want to feel happy, every time somebody has a business opportunity or needs you to do something, they all come to me as if I'm coming to you and pitching you ideas.
Well, Cal, I got a couple business ideas I'm bringing your way.
I'll take yours. It's just so funny is everybody's like, hey, my sister's graduation, they need somebody to speak at it and they want Bert to do it. I'm like, you're out of your goddamn mind. I'm like, I barely call the guy. I'm not calling him to tell him about your sister's graduation.
Well, you know, the funny thing about Gasparilla is that it's I mean this for real, but it's my buddies. The guy that helped me name my junk in 7th grade.
You needed help like for real. Your junk? You couldn't just look at it on your own?
Drew Gardner, man. He's big in the Gasparilla scene, you know, and when I was in 7th grade, I was nervous to shower, and Drew Gardner and Thompson Rankins said to me, "Hey man, you can wear boxers if you're nervous," and I was like, "What?" And they're like, "If you don't want to get naked, you can just wear boxers in the shower." It was like so surreal to talk about because he's the one that organized all of this. But he was like, "Yeah, man, wear boxers." And so I went in 7th grade in boxers in the shower at Berkeley. And Truett and Thompson were like, you know, one of the things to make you more comfortable, you can name your junk. And I was like, what? And they're like, give it a name. And then maybe you'll feel more comfortable being naked. They were trying to like let me be okay being like a boy because I was nervous. And so they're like, give it a name. And so I was like, John Henry? And they're like, that's a good name. So it's surreal that he's one of the guys that reached out to me about doing Gasparilla, and my wife gets an official call, like from Gasparilla, from Truett Gardner, and then she goes, that name sounds familiar. I go, yeah, he helped me name my junk. Great.
I feel like that's the same story that all the Jerry Sandusky stories start out with. You can wear boxers in the shower.
We just want you to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, that's I'll tell you, this is really good. I feel bad because you know, this would be cool, but I don't think we're not going to see you. You're going to be in the parade. Carmen in Spanish will be starting at 9 a.m. at McDitton's. They'll be pre-gaming out there. And then who knows what happens afterwards. Do you have plans for after the parade?
Dude, I have lined up so many plans. You have no idea. I've committed to a bunch of Buccaneers. I want to party with these guys. There's a girl that's going through cancer. I've hit her up. I want to party with her. And then there's this dude, Cal, that Isla and I are obsessed with. He collects megalodon shark teeth in the rivers in Tampa.
Yeah. I follow him.
I follow him too.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, I can get you a megalodon. And so I'm DMing with him like where I'm scoring clean coke. Like he got attacked by an alligator. You know that dude?
I saw the video.
Dude, we listened to his podcast on survival stories, Isla and I, and then I followed him and he DM'd me, and Isla goes, finally you paid off.
Dude, I'm waiting for my kids to give me that. My son I kind of pay off my daughter with Taylor Swift, but I have not paid off my son yet. I don't think. Like, he's got a lot of good experiences, but there'll be one where he's like, all right, this is the one that made it.
Bro, how about Jason Kelsey being the first dude in the orgy to take his pants down for me? Because that guy takes his shirt off. Taylor Swift likes it. She's gonna love my stand-up now.
Who knows that she doesn't? You know what I mean?
Oh, we've talked so aggressively about her that if we meet her, it'll be uncomfortable. I have a scenario that I don't know when I said this. But I was like, Tom, I said, what would you want to happen if you meet Taylor Swift? And he was like, I don't know, just like, hey man, I like your stuff. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, what about you? I was like, I wanted to grab my hand, look me in the eyes, and go, let's run away. and then we start running out of the arena together. And then when the Kelsey brothers when we started trashing the Kelsey brothers and they reached out, we said our moms would fight their mom. Tom's like, we're probably going to meet Taylor Swift. He goes, let's pray to God she never heard your scenario. Let's run away.
Oh, that whole thing between you two and the Kelsey brothers is great, man. That's endless opportunity there.
Dude, I love when athletes have a sense of humor. Christian McCaffrey, I was with him at the Super Bowl last year, And I was drunk, just super drunk, and I said, $20,000 for me to catch you. He's like, huh? I go, do you think I can catch you if you give me 10 minutes in this room? Do you think I can catch you? He's like, you mean like hold me down and take me to the ground? I said, yeah. And he leans in real close. He goes, buddy, there's dudes that get paid $80 million and train all year that can't catch me.
Who's been the one person that is a fan of yours that you never expected?
That's a good one. I've gotten a couple. The best one ever. I got a FaceTime and I answer it, and it's Bradley Cooper.
Shut up.
I swear to God. And he was like, I just watched Razzle Dazzle, and he's like, your honesty as an artist, your vulnerability is insane. Like, he goes, I'm curious where it comes from. Like, how do you write the way you write? And it was the best. It caught me off guard. I walked into Leanne's office. She was in a conference call or whatever for Birdie Boy, and I walked in. I was like, I got to introduce you to my wife. It was like, I'd never do it cool.
Right.
Like, and then Bradley Cooper was so uncomfortable. He's like, hold on, let me put the hat on. He's like, I thought I was just FaceTiming you. And then Leanne yelled at me. Like, I go, Leanne, she goes, I'm in a meeting. And I was like, it's Bradley Cooper. You want to dial that back a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bradley Cooper is probably the biggest one. Mark Wahlberg, when I ran into him in Vegas, we were doing the Netflix as a Cup. It's before I tackled the protester.
Right.
And he goes, he said, my favorite action star. And I went, for real? He goes, buddy, I loved your movie. And I was, I don't know if he was being honest, but whatever.
It's the fact that he knew you had a movie is great.
So I bullied him online aggressively. That's my favorite. Mark Wahlberg is the fact that he knows who I am. Snoop's the white whale, like, yeah, for lack of better words. Being friends with Snoop is crazy. I remember I called him one time, and he called me the MFer. He said, you are the MFer. Wow. And I said, really? And he goes, man, I just got high and watched The Cabin. He was like, how do I get on that show? I was like, Snoop. I was like, Snoop, we can greenlight a second season right now.
So what is next? You do the special? Do you have any? Do you do in The Cabin? Like, what else are you working on?
Cal, you're not supposed to talk about these things. I'll tell you how my life looks. All I know is I'm about to get on a private jet in about an hour and fly into my hometown to be the grand marshal of a parade I grew up going to. A group of people I thought I would be lucky enough to be in this parade. My life is better than I could ever imagine it. I'm staying at the Hard Rock Casino. Probably shouldn't have said that out loud.
Yeah, that was probably not smart.
And I'm going to Council Oak tonight to have dinner. I am the luckiest dude in the world. I've got the special planned. I've got this tour goes until May. The special's in July. We do Fully Loaded after the special, and then I am taking 9 months off.
9?
Yeah,
you'll never make it.
I can't imagine. I just bought a tour bus. So you don't think I'm going to use it? Like, I'm going to take time off and live a life, and then do spots at the store and try to write a new hour. But and then I have another special due in 2026 or 2025, and so I'm not supposed to also say this.
I'm breaking this timeline down right now. I'm writing it all down. Well, listen, I'm very proud of you. I'm so happy you got the big special we announced today. It's going to be taping July 6th here at the Mahaffey Theater in St. Petersburg. You'll have Bert will be here taping 2 shows for his Netflix special. You get to be there. You get to see it as it happens, and I'm real happy for you, Bert. I know that you're hopefully we'll get to hang out one day. I know you're all over the place, but it would be nice to get to see you at some point.
Buddy, out of all the people I just mentioned, Bradley Cooper, Snoop, Mark Wahlberg, my relationship with you has been the longest one I've had in this business, for real. The dude I was working with that night, I do not talk to. I did not know Tom yet. You were the first person to ever think I was funny. And you know that. You know for a fact you're the first person to ever think I was funny. You called me. I have no radio relationships. Everyone I met was after you. You are my touchstone. You are the dude who gave me the confidence. I remember I was taking Leanne to the dentist when you called me and I just started dating Leanne. I mean, I know you as long as I know my wife.
Yep, that's so funny. Yeah, dude, I have never been more proud to watch your career grow, and I see how it's weird how I see how jealous people get as you blow up, and I have nothing but love and happiness for you and for your. I was thinking about the moment the other day, which is a little personal, but I'm going to say it anyway. Is after the movie premiere, the moment that I saw from a distance of just you and your dad sharing that hug together and knowing that that's all you wanted is for your dad to know, you know what I mean? And if it finally came around, that was great. Not to mention the fact that I got to sit next to Christy Mack and it made my day.
And then I started reading the book at the pool the next day. I go, you read?
All right. Well, I don't know how long you're going to be in town for, but if you get a minute to breathe, hit me up. I'll be around. And if not, I will definitely talk to you. But I will see you on July 6th. Now, July 6th, I should have some sort of role. Can I announce it or something? Ladies and gentlemen, that one of those things?
Yeah. You want to do the what's that? Yeah, Leanne just said it. She's in the bathroom. You want to do Voice of God for my special?
Yeah, 100%.
I usually have Tony Hernandez do it, who grew up in Tampa, grew up in South Tampa, went to Plant. He's a big movie producer now, and he produces all my specials. I had Leanne do it for Shane Torres. I would love for you to do Voice of God for my special. Ladies and gentlemen, Bert Kreischer.
Oh, by the way, Shane Torres, great special. We've had him on the show to talk about that recently, and I know that's a Leanne Kreischer production.
Yeah, that Leanne produced that. Everyone check it out on YouTube. I'm really proud of the special. It looks beautiful. And I have to say this. My wife produced that soup to nuts, top to bottom, hoof to snout. It is her production, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, and he's a real funny comedian. I love that. One of the things about the comedy world is as hard as it is to compete in it, I love the way the comics help each other out. And you see a guy like Shane, you give him that little bit of a bird kiss, and that can mean a lot to him, and he'll blow up now. Well, good. I love it. It's great to talk to you, and enjoy your weekend. Really live it up for Gasparilla, and if you get a chance while he's drunk, whisper in Baker Mayfield's ear that he should come on the show. Let him know that we're his friends.
Listen, I got his phone number. He FaceTimed me he FaceTimed me. He caught me off guard. I was making eggs and bacon, and I was like, the dude with the great badonk? Shut up. His ass is impressive, man. His ass and his hands. He's got big hands. Like that dude is I'm so excited that we get him next year.
Oh yeah, it's been great. It's great. It was a great season to watch. How is it that famous people, when they just become at a certain level of fame, everybody's phone numbers just go in your phone? Like, how did Bradley Cooper get your phone number?
My agent.
Oh, he had to make some phone calls.
He made a call to my agent and was like, and I think they ran it through my team, and they're like, is it cool if they give Bert his phone number? And then he just FaceTimed me, and I never answer FaceTimes. I didn't want to answer Baker's number. I didn't recognize, and I was like, to voicemail, and my assistant was like, you should answer that. And I was like, what? And he had his camera out, and I was like, oh, is it? And I thought it might be one of you guys.
No,
because it's same area code. And I was like, hello, St. Petersburg.
All right, buddy. Enjoy your weekend. The Grand Marshal of the Gasparilla Parade, and then the big news that we announced July 6th, the big taping of the Netflix special happening in the Mahaffey Theater. Tickets, I know they're going to start on Monday. Tickets go on sale. I have some to give away. I'm going to do it here before we go to break. Good talking to you, pal, and have a great time.
I love you.
Spanish is not here to say it back.
I love you.
I love you too, Carmen.
Carmen, I love you. Carmen, I love you. And you know I love you.
I know, and I love you too.
All right, pal. Take it easy.
See you, Bert.
There you go, Bert Kreischer.